Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to AssHat Podcast on YouTube. What I got here, this is a recent pickup. I don't know when this video is going up. When this is being filmed, it was recent. You probably saw a video. I stopped at a comic shop that was having a sale. Grabbed a bunch of stuff. Ended up they had just 2 issues of Wizard sitting in their cheap bin. So I grabbed both of them. There's 2 I didn't already have. I'm not trying to get a full run. I kind of want like the first 36, maybe 40 issues, somewhere around there, maybe up to 50. Because I read it from about issue 6 till every month until probably about 26, 27, somewhere around there. But issue 10, this is the one that actually kind of got in a little trouble. Before this, they'd always have, whoever the main character, one character on there, Marvel, DC, independent, a Valiant, if I remember right, Valiant was the first independent thing. It was X-O Man of War. But this one you got Shaft and Cable, both drawn by Rob Liefeld. This is right, excuse me. This is right around the time, I think Youngblood #1 had dropped by now. She interviewed him, Spidey poster, he didn't include a poster of this, and after this, the covers changed a lot. But, all right, let's see what we got here. Sorry about the glare. Oh, this is going to be horrible with the glare. Is there any way I can do this better? Just pins. Deadpool, back when Deadpool was hot the first time. Deadpool's had like, include outside comic popularity, Deadpool's had like 3 peaks of popularity. It's kind of odd. Like, honestly, he's probably the biggest and best thing Rob Liefeld's created. Cable, no, not even, I wouldn't say Cable. Deadpool, just because of the movies, is better known by the general public. So, hey, good on you, Rob. You're really bad clone of Deathstrike the Terminator's well known. Ooh, order alert. Order alert. 1 for 25. For every 25 copies of Wizard 11 Order, deals will receive a limited edition gold spawn trading card. Blah, 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 blah. Mega Dread catalog. Oh, Unity ads coming to May. Unity's not happening. Archer and Armstrong, that was pre-Unity, the first issue or so. We got a nice long interview with Rob Liefeld. I like this. So you'll be continuing to work for Marvel while you churn out the Image Malibu project. Yeah, I am right now. I took a long time to set up a lot of stuff in X-Force that frankly will surprise a lot of people when it starts to come together. Right now, we're beginning to peel away the layers and reveal things. I'm not about to bail out of that now. I carry 3 assignments on X-Force right now. Plotting, penciling, and inking. Maybe from now on I'll only do 2. Sometimes plotting and penciling, or plotting and inking. The plotting I always do, but some months I'll have to drop one or the other 2 assignments. And he's explaining, you get a little bit of those, If you weren't around, excuse me, if you were not around there, then you do not understand how fucking popular Rob Liefeld was. Like this, look at this. Tommy McFarlane returns with a vengeance. Spawn, an Image Comics is released. Published in association with Malibu Comics, 92. New releases. There's Deadpool. There's Shaft. Oh, man. Kingpin Express, the company. Okay, Kingpin Comics, they were based in what? Arizona. I've always heard they had some kind of connection with the Sheamus family and Valiant. Just remembered for years that Valiant would leak print runs, or would when the what was it? It was, give me a second here. Eternal Warrior #1, I think, was the one. One of the gold cover things accidentally got put on store shelves, so they did a second version. Shit like that. They would let the Sheamus family, who runs Wizard, know ahead of time. And I've heard they got supplied copies and they kind of funneled those through Kingpin Comics, because Kingpin always seemed to have all the shit and a decent supply of them. It was unusual if you called them hey, I want this, and they'd be like, oh, we're out. No, they usually were not out on that era shit. Now, older stuff, they didn't have that. But the 90s boom shit that was really hot, Kingpin had it for some reason. Hank Canals. My official title is scripter. Is this the guy? Okay, this is the guy, if I'm thinking right, Oh, there was a cricket jumping around. That was Rob Liefeld's longtime friend that helped him write like the first 2 or 3 issues of Youngblood and kind of got canned. The origin of Youngblood. Youngblood's a good idea, it just was not executed very well. Cable. Okay, well, we're hitting all the Rob Liefeld highlights. Deadpool's not mentioned yet. Deadpool just wasn't really a thing. I mean, honestly. This time, he was just, most people saw him what he was. At the time, he was a Deathstroke the Terminator bad ripoff of him. Now, yeah, his character's changed so much. Really don't know what author. Oh, this is the Mark Bagley. Yes, Mark Bagley interview. There he is. Did that long run on Ultimate Spider-Man people know him for now, but this was like New Warriors, and I think he might have done Amazing. Happy birthday, buddy, Spider-Man article. Always love these innovation ads. They always had the best looking art, but their shit was... It never came out on time. You never knew if it was going to come out as expensive. And nothing sucked more than getting into a story and then like getting 2 issues in a 6-issue series and the rest of it's just not going to come out. So I never bought a lot of their stuff. I'd pick it up in trades or I'd flip through at the comic shop. It was really beautiful artwork. Story, excuse me. The All-Star Squad, not the All-Star. The All-Star Squad. The Justice Society of America. Fucking, it's All-Star Comics said. I need to read more of that shit. I haven't read a lot of DC Golden Age. I've tried it. Ooh, man, it's rough. Especially, oh man, some of that Superman stuff's real bad. Palmer Specs, Raw, book I've always wanted to read. Never can find issues of it. I know it's not that hard to find. I just never see it anywhere. Drawing Quarterly, good book, good anthology. This is like his anthology thing. Taboo's pretty good. Don't know how hard issues are to find of it now. I know, who was it? Somebody just recently was buying it like issue by issue, and some of them were a little pricey, but not like stupid pricey, like $100, $20. A lot of comic shop ads, you notice. Mail order. If you didn't have a comic shop in your ear, Wizard went everywhere, so. Spider-Man the movie. The canon film that never happened, look. Brutes and Babes. King of the Hill, Uncanny X-Men vs. Mighty Avengers. This was a long run, and it started off as a serious thing and became kind of a joke in the letters column. And basically, I'm guessing they say the Avengers win because X-Men get an A- power rating and they get an A. So, and that makes sense because you got, Cap could take out a good chunk of the people on the team by himself. Same thing with Thor. Same thing with Quasar. Same thing with Cersei. She-Hulk, yeah. Vision, yes. Iron Man, probably. Dr. Pym, sorry, no. Wonder Man, yes. They got so many way overpowered people. Whereas back then, Storm's pretty powerful. Iceman hadn't reached his potential yet. Jean was holding back. Colossus could take out a bunch. Archangel, Bishop, yeah. Top 10 hottest heroes and villains. Number 1, Cable. Number 2, Wolverine. Number 3, Venom. Number 4, Sabretooth. Number 5, Spider-Man. 6 is Ghost Rider. 7 is Punisher. 8 is Archangel. 9 is Bishop. 10 is Carnage. This is 92. Marvel is just dominating, you notice. Image hadn't hit yet. None of the little indie shit. Valiant hadn't hit yet. Valiant's barely mentioned. It's right after this when Valiant all of a sudden just starts skyrocketing in price. I think it might be... Here we go. Yes, I was just talking about Valiant. Hunk of the Month and Babe of the Month, yeah. Wonder Man and She-Hulk. That's a burn cover, and that's... shit, I recognize it. Johnson. Jeff Johnson, maybe? I recognize the art style. I can't remember. Oh, the Wizard Watch. Okay. This is where they'd highlight 2 books they thought were undervalued. Amazing Spider-Man 274. And the reason for this one is basically... The Beyonder releases Xanathos, the Spirit of Vengeance, a.k.a. Ghost Rider, the original Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. Bruce Crystal is imprisoned at the end of Ghost Rider 81. So for the duration of the story, this big fire demon Xanathos runs all around New York, battles Spider-Man, and eventually is imprisoned once again in the Crystal. But can this storyline be tied to the as yet unrevealed origin of the new Ghost Rider? This is officially the latest appearance of Xanathos, and may be the key book to shed some light on the mystery surrounding the new Spirit of Vengeance. And then X Factor 68, which this is when Cable, Nathan Summers, Cyclops, and Madeline Pryor's son gets infected with the virus that they have to send into the future. And they have not revealed he's Cable yet. And then Creme de la Creme. And these are just books that they think should be worth a lot more than they are. And it's Spider-Man 42, which, what was the big deal about that? First appearance of Mary Jane Watson Parker. This is the first time her face is fully revealed on display. Okay. And then Daredevil 7, which was the first Wally Wood. And not the first Wally Wood. Wally Wood, though. Really nice Wally Wood. And the first Red Suit. Alright. Wizard Rules subscriptions. Oh, I'll subscribe to this for quite a while. Coming in June, Spawn trading card, McFarlane interview, Spawn posters, stories, blah, 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 Spawn. Scavenger hunt. I don't remember if I did this one or not. Probably not, because what is this? Yeah, I was getting ready for military. The way I say it from Garrett Shamus. Let's see. Okay, they had a nice little, role-playing game review of the two sets that are out, the Mayfair and the TSR. Mayfair had DC, TSR had Marvel. I played the Marvel one. I don't remember ever playing the DC one. And of course, always our good-looking Joker, nice Lobo, decent Punisher. Guido, Thor, Punisher, Superman, Cable, Colossus, Penguin and Catwoman, Lobo again. A lot of Lobo. Of course, somebody tried filling out this thing and didn't finish it. And we'll see which ones I didn't get. In Space, No One Can Hear You Scream, Alien. And Time Is Not Absolute. Fuck! I know that one. I can't think of the name. I can't look it up right now, but I know that one. Time Is Not Absolute. It's one word. I don't fucking know. They got the rest of them. Hey, whoever. Cameron Grippy, age 15, 1992. Blah, blah, blah. There's your address. Okay, here's the comic book IQ. It's like the little trivia quiz every one. And sometimes there's hard questions, sometimes they're not. I always search word and jumbles. I never did any of this shit. The cover shots, I never did any of this shit. I do the trivia and that's it. I didn't want the Wizard News. Lobo Frag Race 2000, Robin 3 on the way. Oh! Look at this. Miracle Man Book 5 to have Barry Windsor-Smith covers. Barry Windsor-Smith is joining Neil Gaiman of Sandman fame and Mark Buckingham to create the tale of Miracle Man Book 5, The Silver Age. The new storyline will last 6 issues, beginning with Miracle Man 23 by Eclipse. All 6 covers will be done by Windsor-Smith. The storyline picks up 25 years after Book 4, which was concluded in issue 22. I think one issue of that came out, and one issue of Silver Age? Yeah, because I've got it somewhere. I got 2 of them now. Marvel adapting hit novels. Robot City and Tech Wars, the hit novels. ElfQuest in color. Image Press revealed. Look at this. Okay, Image Press reveals 92 plans. This is kind of neat. Okay, May of 92, you get Spawn 1 and Youngblood number 3. Youngblood number 3 was not out in May of 92. That book was really late. June 92, Savage Dragon number 1 and Spawn number 2. That's probably Spawn was coming out. It felt like Spawn was on like every 5 or 6 weeks. So you pretty much got it monthly. It was all right. All right, July of 92. Brigade number 1. That probably shipped then. Savage Dragon number 2. Yeah, probably. Spawn number 3. Yeah. Wildcats number 1. Yeah. Wildcats special number 1 with Rob Liefeld one shot. I don't think that ever came out. August of 92. Brigade number 2. No, that wouldn't come out then. Cyber Force number 1. Yeah, probably. Savage Dragon number 3. I think by then he maybe got a little bit behind, but it wasn't real bad. Shadowheart number 1, probably. Spawn number 4, yeah. Wildcats number 2, no. That was not on time. Brigade number 3 in September, yeah, right. Cyber Force number 2, no. Savage Dragon, probably, maybe. Shadowhawk, I don't know. I didn't read that one. Spawn, probably. Wildcats, no. Youngblood number 1 by Rob Liefeld, first of new ongoing series. That didn't come out till later. Look at just how they're expanding. Each month, more and more titles. The Huntsman by Chris Claremont and Weiss Palacio. First issue of 4-issue miniseries. That never came out. Huntsman 2. Dark Image 1. That came out, but it didn't come out then. During 93, Image is planning a large crossover epic that will involve all the Image characters. Details concerning the plot and size of the crossover have not been released. Grendel moves to Dark Horse. New Eclipso title. Galactus get new Herald. Zen Toyline. The Zen Intergalactic Ninja Toyline. Cyberad sells out. That's kind of cool. Evil Ernie returns as one shot. The image thing was kind of neat. Oh, here we go. Spider-Man sells out. As part of Spider-Man's 30th anniversary. One issue. Oh, the hologram cover. 189 of a spectacular Spider-Man. Okay, that's kind of cool. Big budget circus. Harvey brings back Giant Size Comics. Shipping in June. Harvey Comics is adding a Giant Size 64-page comic book to the already large lines of titles. According to publishing manager Kevin Bricklin, the Giant Size Comics were such a success last summer he decided to make it a biannual special for the summer and holiday seasons. Harvey has decreased the price to $2.25 from last year. Harvey will feature all of the many famous characters I have the rights to do in these new books, including the Flintstones, the Jetsons, Yogi Bear, Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry, Felix the Cat, Beetle Bailey, Woody Woodpecker, Casper, Richie Rich, Baby Huey, Hot Stuff, and Spooky. Tundra concludes The Crow in Volume 3. Yeah, The Crow was not finished yet. You were waiting on, there was 2 issues left from, what was it, Caliber? It finished not too long before the movie. Collecting comics in the 90s. McFarlane, Spider-Man, that's the one they just mentioned. I don't know what the thing on that one is. Here's all the issues. Look at that. Okay, 6 was, they don't have it listed. I think, okay, 7 might have been my first one. But I think I had the EXO cover. But I ended up getting all the back issues. The Brat Pack, where they asked a bunch of teenagers about comics. I think that's the only time they ever did that. Because I do not remember that being a recurred one. It might have been issues before this. Wizard's Crystal Ball. The Picks of the Month. Now, this is kind of neat here because we got Small number 1. It's a Malibu book. Check this out. Web of Spider-Man 90. Eclipse of Dark. The Youngblood Zero trading cards still in here have been cut out because you had to cut it out yourself. Yeah. A lot of people have done. The poster is gone. Yeah, that's going to make that page not want to stay there. Oh, look at this. All right. This is what's neat to me. Okay. Marvel has 9 books in the top 10. Malibu has 1. Youngblood number 3. Okay. Marvel has 35 books in the top 50. DC has 10. Dark Horse has 4. What's the 4 Dark Horses? I'm looking. Oh, Next Men number 3. Star Wars Dark Empire number 3. Alien Hive number 3. I don't know. Oh, Terminator, Hunters and Killers number 2. Okay, that's kind of neat. Malibu's still number 1. Okay. Top 100. Marvel's got 58. DC's got 34. Dark Horse has another one. Dark Horse presents Aliens number 1. Okay. Malibu has another one. I'm looking. Valiant has Archer and Armstrong Zero. Wow, that's the only thing Valiant has in there. Okay, what is the other one I'm looking for? Malibu? Wow. I don't see. I really do not see anything. I know this is an amazing video here. I'm just overlooking. Oh, Tarzan the Warrior number 2. Okay, where the fuck was? And we got our top 10 comics. Well, Uncanny 201, which first appearance of Cable, Nate Summers. New Mutants 87, first appearance of Cable. First complete appearance of Carnage and Amazing Spider-Man 361. First full appearance of Gambit, Uncanny 266. 248 is that the first? That's the first Jim Lee, I think. I think so. Okay, 268. First Jim Lee regular penciler. Ghost Rider 1, of course. Amazing Spider-Man 362. Okay, the second appearance Carnage. Harbinger number 1. This is a peek into the future. Well, I'll be snookered. A non-Marvel book here in the top 10? Who could pull this off? Why, it's none other than those wacky guys over at Valiant, who've done such an incredible job with most of their books, and especially Harbinger. Harbinger is a story about superpowered teens who are outcast from society and have to learn to live on their own. They face normal everyday problems as well as superpower villains. This fresh and exciting new book has taken the comics world by storm. The current Unity storyline running in this book should be even more attention and better position on the charts. That was just a shocker. You're like, okay. Dark Hawk number 1. So, Marvel's just dominating. New DC. And toy and figure. Look at that. This is, yeah, that is the only Plastic Man figure I don't have anymore. I have every, as far as I know, that got released to stores. Not exclusives, mass release. I collect Plastic Man. I had that Punisher one time, I know. I had the Falcon as a kid. Oh, I had both these. Had so many Star Wars toys. And the cards. The holograms, the only ones really, if I remember right, the only ones really, yeah, like $1 and a quarter for certain popular characters, and the holograms like 10, $11. Nothing super, super expensive. And like the big ones in this were like 75 cents $1. The same thing. Holograms are even cheaper. Ooh, they get real cheap in this one. Like 20 cents for popular characters. I had Series 2 and Series 3, a lot of them. The X-Men set, I had most of that. DC Cosmic cards, I think I've got a full set of these, including the maybe not including the holograms, but like everything else. I don't have Star Trek. I never got into Star Trek that much. Besides the original series. And look at this thing. Harbinger #1 from $6 to $12. This month's biggest movers. Oh. Fantastic Four, 66. Okay, so classic old issue, 65 to 95. $30 jump, that's pretty big. Fantastic Four, 67. 50 to 90, $40 jump. You see what I'm saying? They're really pushing this book. This is shit I didn't notice. Well, check out the top 10 artists. Okay, McFarlane. Okay, Jim Lee. Yeah, Liefeld. Yeah, Pistachio. Yeah, Bagley. Okay, Ron Lim. Byrne. Larson. Sam Keefe. And Art Adams. Doesn't do shit anymore. Doesn't do shit. Really doesn't. No clue. No idea. I haven't heard his name in forever. Not really much. Still does Savage Dragon. He's still doing stuff here and there. Yeah. Look at the market shares on this shit. Look at, like, Marvel's got so much of the market share back then. DC, all the others combined on dollar share almost, they have DC built. The others that are not, Malibu, Valiant, or Dark Horse. And that's how they're giving Valiant highlight, but it's only like a little bit over 1%. It's like, I never caught this reading this back then. I wasn't paying attention. I wouldn't have noticed that kind of shit. Now it's like, oh, they're really building Deal Gaming picture. Oh, look at this. We got the Image guys with Stan. There's Mark Silverstreet, old Mr. Top Cow. Making a fortune off a Witchblade. Joe Jusko, okay. Charles Vess. Bob McLeod. And then we got our price guide. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about the price guide. Their price guide was always kind of dull and boring. And kind of sucked. And the prices were not... You kind of knew if you went in a comic shop and they used Wizard for anything that was not, within come out that year, that they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Really, they did not know what they were doing. Look. Oh no. But back then the Shaman prices are actually not that bad. 35's a little high for issue 1 back then. I know now. Yeah. But they're starting to bump up the that's what I want to look at. Yes, where is that? Where is Rye? That was the first real big one because of the print run. Come on. Rye. Here we go. Look. Like issues 3 and 4, cover price. Now they probably had just come out. But still. Cover fucking price. They hadn't really started that push on it, but they're giving Shadow Man a little bump. And $5 for the first issue. I had probably at this time, if it's out, let me look in the guide. Only Valiant there, because I got semi-late in the Valiant. Not real late, but I didn't read Madness for a long time. Madness is one of those, I didn't start reading until like Keith Giffen took over back then. And I've read all the original shit now through trades, and because the shit's extremely cheap. XO. Here we go. Yeah, it's out. XO Manowar #4 is out. So that's the first one I read. And that's the Harbinger issue, and that's the first appearance of Shadow Man. Jack Boniface, or whatever the fuck his name is, appears. And a couple of panels playing his saxophone. Looking like the motherfucker from Lost Boys that does the conventions. And speaking of conventions, it's the convention report, which I never gave a fuck about because Mississippi never had anything worth shit, and Louisiana ones were too far away. I couldn't get to them. Long ass letter column and then an ad for the new DC cards. And Spider-Man 30th. I hope you enjoyed that. Wizard issue 10. I love these fucking books back then. It was cool picking it up because this was extremely cheap. What was this back then? Okay, it was $3 back in the day, and this came with a poster, trading cards. I mean, later issues you got a lot more shit with it, but even back then, what you got with this, it was worth it. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.